Hey everyone, welcome to this video where we'll be exploring one of the world's most incredible wonders, the Pyramids of Egypt. These imposing structures have been standing for more than 4,500 years and continue to captivate our imaginations with their sheer size, complexity, and engineering. But have you ever wondered how they were built? Today, we'll be revealing the secrets behind the construction of the pyramids. Firstly, it's important to understand that the pyramids were not built by slaves, as was commonly believed. Rather, they were constructed by a large workforce of skilled laborers and craftsmen who were paid for their work. In fact, recent evidence suggests that the workers who built the pyramids were treated relatively well, with access to healthcare and a decent diet. So how exactly did they build these massive structures? The pyramids were constructed using large blocks of limestone and granite that were quarried from nearby sources. These blocks were transported to the construction site using sledges and rollers, pulled by teams of oxen or men. Once the blocks were on site, they were carefully cut and shaped to fit together with incredible precision. The workers used simple tools like copper chisels and stone hammers to shape the blocks, and they employed a technique known as levering to move them into position. This involved placing a wooden lever underneath the block and then using the weight of several men to lift it into place. One of the biggest challenges facing the builders was how to move the blocks to the higher levels of the pyramid. To solve this problem, they constructed ramps using mud brick and limestone. These ramps spiraled around the pyramid, allowing the workers to transport the blocks to the higher levels. Another key aspect of the construction process was the use of a system of pulleys and ropes to lift the blocks into place. This system was powered by a team of workers who would pull the ropes, allowing the blocks to be lifted to the desired height. The workers at the top of the pyramid would then guide the blocks into place using simple signals and hand gestures. Despite the incredible complexity of the construction process, the pyramids were completed in a relatively short amount of time. The Great Pyramid of Giza, for example, was built over a period of just 20 years, with an estimated 100,000 workers involved in the construction. The pyramids were designed using sophisticated mathematical and engineering principles. The architects who designed the pyramids used precise angles and measurements to ensure that the structures were perfectly aligned with the cardinal points of the compass. The layout of the pyramids was also carefully planned to align with certain astronomical phenomena, such as the rising and setting of specific stars. The process of transporting the massive stone blocks to the construction site was a major undertaking. The workers would first have to quarry the blocks from the nearby sources and then transport them across the desert to the construction site. Some blocks weighed as much as 80 tons, and it is still a mystery how the workers were able to move them across the sand. The pyramids were constructed without the use of any mortar or adhesive. Instead, the workers used precise fitting and shaping techniques to ensure that the blocks fit together tightly. This meant that the pyramids were incredibly stable and able to withstand the test of time. The construction of the pyramids was a massive undertaking that required a huge amount of labor. Workers were recruited from all across Egypt to participate in the construction, and many of them would have been forced to leave their homes and families for months or even years at a time. The pyramids were not just impressive engineering feats, but they also had deep symbolic significance for the ancient Egyptians. They were seen as monuments to the pharaohs and their divine power, and they were also believed to serve as a gateway to the afterlife. This is why the pharaohs were often buried with treasures and offerings inside the pyramids. Overall, the construction of the pyramids was a remarkable feat of engineering that demonstrates the skill and ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians. Despite the limitations of their technology, they were able to create monumental structures that have stood the test of time. The precision of their work is still admired today, and their legacy continues to inspire and amaze us. Thank you for watching.